Assalamu alaikum. Of course, we are going to continue chapter 13.4 basic pattern of cash flow. Okay, now bear in mind that when you are studying finance, it becomes more and more complicated. But if you know the basic of how much of the time, what is the question one, is it present value, is it future value, and how many times that you invest. So today, now I would like to make a comparison of how many times you invest the money. For the past 3 lectures, okay, all the example is giving like you make only one time payment and you just sleep there. Okay, now let's check. In the cash flow, both inflow and outflow of a firm can be described in this general pattern. Single amount, see, a lump sum, and single amount in the future value. Okay, now I don't want you to get scared with a long question like this, because it's very easy if you know how to search for the keywords. Okay, let's come here. Imagine that at the age of 15, you have purchased an investment of 2,000 ringgit. Okay, that earns an annual dividend of 5% at the end of 40 years, meaning that now you are 55 years old. See, there are a lot of additional information to make you confused. You would like to withdraw the money invested plus the accumulated dividends. Assuming that all funds remain invested, how much would you have accumulated at the end of the 40th year? Now, the question, want to find what? Future value or present value? Of course, find future value. So let's check now. Present value is how much? This one, 2,000 ringgit. And then the interest is how much? 5%. Okay. And then N is how many N's? 40 years. Okay, now, isn't it simple? Okay, but you must remember, have purchased an investment, meaning that you make one time purchasing of investment. Okay, so now, meaning that we can use this formula. Okay, now, I would like you to press your calculator. Future value, right? You want to find future value, right? Future value. It means that, okay, present value is 2,000 ringgit times how much? 1 plus 0.05, and then to the power of, what is the power? To the power of 40. Okay, this is how you press it. So you should get, let me do it using my keyboard. You should get this is how much you should get. Okay, so I hope by now you know already when you make 2,000 ring, one payment only. Okay, one payment only. I would like you to differentiate with the next section. Okay, now I hope that you know what you're doing now. Is it correct? This 1404, of course. Wait, let me check. Yeah, 14079. Yes, of course it's correct. MashaAllah. Okay, now let's go to the next chapter. What are annuities? Okay, listen to me. Annuities is when you make a series of payment, like you make an installment. For example, you are buying the insurance, you need to make a monthly payment or yearly payment. Okay, so the payment is fixed. For example, 100 ringgit or 200 ringgit. Okay, now see here, the payment frequency can be yearly, semi-annually, quarterly, and monthly. Okay, the payment frequencies. Okay, there are two types of annuities. The first one is ordinary annuity. Payment are required at the end of each period. Okay, for example, Mr. Nizam has retired, so he received a pension 2,000 ringgit at the end of each month for the rest of his life. And then annuity due, beginning at each period, at the beginning of each period. For example, rental. Okay, so now you just close your eyes. You have to remember when there is a word of annuities, meaning that there are series of payment. Now, this is the formula of the annuities. You know, when you are in an exam, you will get confused. Which formula to use? Is it the simple present value or future value or the annuity value? Okay, now let's check example 6. Okay, now the question will be like this. Imagine that at the age of 15, you begin making annual purchase. See, the keywords annual purchase mean that you purchase it annually on a yearly basis. 2,000 ringgit of an investment that earn 5% annually. Okay, now at the end of 40 years, you will have invested 80,000. Meaning that, okay, now you invested 2,000 ringgit per year. So what you should do is you times this 2,000 ringgit, you times by 40 years. Am I right? Now press your calculator. Okay, press your calculator, please. Okay, so let me press my keyboard. So it is 80,000 ringgit. See, all this extra information is to make you confused. Okay, now let's check. Assuming that all funds remain invested, how much would you have accumulated at the end of the 40th year? Now you get confused whether to use this one or this one. Am I right? But remember, the word is annual purchase. So meaning that you need to take this formula, because on a yearly basis you need to pay 2,000. Okay, now how to do this? Find future value. Okay, find future value. Now payment is 2,000 ringgit. Am I right? Payment is 2,000 ringgit. Okay. Interest is 0.05. Okay. And is 40. As easy as that. Okay, now you say, Madam, no N here. So what? Same. Okay, N or R. I or R. I is interest, R is rate. Okay, but usually when you use the annuity formula, they use there is a difference, but don't think too much, just follow. Okay, now what is the formula? Future value. Now you put everything is in place. Now I would like you to press your calculator. How is it? 2,000 ringgit. Okay, 2,000 ringgit. You need to times. Okay, times what? 1 plus 0.05 to the power of 40, and then minus 1. Alright, and then this one you need to divide by R, 0.05. Okay, now I don't have to teach you how to press your calculator, but I would like you to do it now. Okay, but let me press my keyboard, which value. This is the answer. Okay, of course this is YouTube. You can always stop it. Okay, you can always stop the video in order for you to do the calculation. So remember, you invested 80,000. This is what you get. A lot, right? So that's why people are very interested to invest in the compound, that have the compound interest. Okay, let's check. Do we have some more? This same example 6. Okay, now I hope that you can practice and do the calculation. Okay, because there's more to come. Okay, I would like you not to close your mind, but to open your mind, because this is very easy. You can score it. It'll be in your case study. That's why I'm teaching this now. Okay, thank you very much. I hope that you enjoy doing the calculation. Thank you.